And I'm the owner of HogOn Welding and the founder of HogOn University. And today I am checking in live in Birmingham, Alabama. That's right, Birmingham, Alabama, the Magic City, the city of civil rights, the city of the civil rights movement. I'm gonna say it was a mean movement here. So if you ever come to the city, make sure you visit the Civil Rights Museum. I got to throw it out there. It's some amazing history, and we don't know where we're going until we know where we've been. So I wanted to talk to you just a little bit briefly about on-the-job training. So I'm doing some on-the-job weld training here in Birmingham. I found out that there's a need in the area. There's a need with education. There's a need with employment. There's a need for our people who are going down the wrong direction. There's been a lot of killings over the weekend. I believe it was like 7 murders over the weekend, fam. So we have to try to switch things up, fam. And in our communities, that's where we tend to go wrong at the fastest. In cities like Birmingham, Atlanta, Little Rock, New Orleans, Memphis, different places, Kansas City, different places where there's a lot of us at, the crime rate tends to be real high, fam. And one reason why I understand it now is because the education. We don't have a lot of education. We from the streets, fam, and we only think of one way to do things when it comes to solving problems and fixing out things. We're not really good problem solvers when it comes to confrontation. So I feel like the need to have some online skills is going to be an asset to help the area because not only are we teaching them how to weld, fam, because it's more than just welding, but we're also teaching them how to move in society, how to network, how to fill out resumes, how to um, have you one, how to go knock on certain doors, how to network yourself as an individual, not just learn a trade. Like, truth be told, you can get a lot of people who can weld and cut out a door, but it's something about having someone that takes passion in what they're doing and someone who really believes in what they're doing and want the project to turn out right. That's them two different type of people. And we actually want to train some people who will take pride in what they do. Not only just working for us or helping us, but once they finish, they can go do whatever they want to do. But we want to create an opportunity by teaching them how to build their own independence. And a lot of people around here do food service and food trucks. And so, it's a lot of different things that we can tap into. But when we don't know, family, we tend to just go with the quicker way, the quicker way out, so to speak. And in Birmingham, like I say, there's been a lot of shooting, there's been a lot of killings. And while I'm here in the area, family, if I can help by educating someone, by passing some wisdom, by giving some of my hard times that I just survived that can probably help you survive, I'm willing to do that, fam. I think it's all about building a community, and we need that community, fam. So while I'm here, my goal is to aid and assist. I want to help as all as I can. If it's just standing up, talking to some children, some teenagers, or whatever the situation is, versus also showing them how to turn a trade into a business and how to obtain a trade. There's so many different ways, family, we can go with this. But I remember being that adolescent, not knowing a direction at all, sitting in prison, at 16 years old, trying to figure it out. And if it wasn't for my mom, like I like to say on visitation, planted that seed in my head and say, what about being a welder? That changed my life, family, because it just didn't put me in a box. You know, I was able to grow and travel and ironwork, fabricate, install. There's a lot of different things about welding that can really be beneficial to a person. So don't cut yourself off of welding just because you might see some sparks flying or somebody might get burned. There's a lot of different things that you can do and still be safe, man. So if that's you or you in the area, you know someone in Birmingham, Alabama, we are building up a program, we are building up a location where we can start teaching, where we can start training, where we can start helping our black youth find a different way out, fam. I heard them say the mayor of the city actually calling out for the OGs, say, hey man, some of the OGs come out and talk to the youngsters, man. Y'all didn't change and side up and did your own thing. Go back and try to talk to them. Give them some encouragement. And I know some of the OGs are like, man, they doing stuff that we wasn't doing. And if I try to go talk to them, they might jump out and do something to me. And family, I just want to still, share a small story of one of my homeboys, man. He was like a brother of mine in Little Rock off of Wolf Street. Um, he was known for, carrying a pistol. He actually went to prison for murder. And when he got out, people always known him for, hustling, but, he loved his hood. He was from Wolf Street. He was a Crip. He loved his hood. And some youngsters got into a little situation. He was trying to be the one that be the bigger man. Let me go squash this beef. But he was known as a person that, will go on one. Well, when they found out that he was coming to come and try to talk, they figured, oh man, he's gonna be on some BS. As soon as he jumped out the car, family, just to diffuse the situation, the other side that was into it gave it to him right there. You know what I mean? Because they thought he was coming. He wasn't coming for no drama. He was trying to defuse the situation. There was an OG, but he was still active though. You get it? See, so sometimes when you still active and you try to go to a street situation, they're gonna look at you a certain way because they know you moving like them. But if you're not active, but yeah, I'm an OG, but I'm not active, fam. I'm doing this here now, so I can come back and give you some insight to bring you on this side. It's kind of like a person showing you about your personal credit and business credit. When you don't know, you're gonna use your credit to just do things, to buy things. When once you realize what credit is for, it's come to leverage and to make money off of other people's money. Once you understand that, then you can do something else. So I feel that the OGs that are active, it's going to be kind of hard for them to go by and really talk to him without them thinking like, man, he's still on what we on. I'm not on what you on no more, family, but I was on it. I was that damn fool too. You know what I mean? I did it too. So I can't say anything about the one who go grab the gun or go rob the place or go sell some drugs. I did everything, fam. I did it all under the sun. I didn't have no guide. All I had was the only thing I had was trying to survive. And I was wrapped around some OGs that say, hey, you got to hustle. And none of them put no gun in my hand. I can't say that. Now they did put some dope in my hand because that's all they knew. They were like, hey, we got to eat out here. We got to eat. But it was my personal peers that were like, yeah, man, let's go take it. Let's go rob. Let's go do this. I was always taught how to hustle. So when I share my story, fam, I share it because we're going through a time in different cities, especially in the rural areas, where we're being misguided. And we need some of the OGs who are actually changing and doing something good, got companies, come back and sprinkle some game, fam. You don't know what you can say or what you can do that can change the life of someone, especially out here right now because they blind, fam. They don't know if they going left or going right. You know what I'm saying? But they trying to keep up with the music. They're trying to keep up with the vibe, not knowing that a lot of that is pretend. It's not real, fam. A lot of them is not living their life. And those that are living that life, you see where they at right now. The feds got them. They're doing time. That's the end result, fam. You know what I mean? There is no good thing that's going to result off of just being evil and violent. It's not, fam. It's going to be a result that's going to end up putting someone in the casket. And I want to share this story. I talked to a gentleman who buried people. He got a morgue business, and there was a lady out of Birmingham. I want to share this story because it really touched me. Her grandsons had two of them, and they was wild, family. They was wild. They was wild, fam. One of them got killed in the middle of the street. They gunned him down, broad daylight. And dude said, man, his body had so many holes in it, it was unreal. And he said that, man, she wanted to cremate it. And this is what she said to him. I'm gonna repeat this. She paid for the cremation. He came over there to bring her the deal. She didn't want no funeral, no wait, no nothing. And he came to the door with the stuff and said, ma'am, here goes the ashes. Where would you like me to put them at? She said this: take that nigga out there to the back out there in that wash house and put him on that top counter back there. He said, huh? He said, I don't even use the word. I don't even like to use the N word. But this is what she told me. Take that nigga outside, put him on the top of that shelf in that wash house. A little bit later, his brother died, fam. They was causing so much grief on their grandmother. You know what he told them when they brought the second one? Go in there and put that nigga beside his brother in the wash house on the top. Close the door. He said when he went through there and put the second one on there, when dust was on it, she never even went out there. Left him there. The kids caused the grandmother and the parents so much grief that when they died, they was happy. They didn't have no funeral. They didn't do nothing. They was like, man, I'm glad they gone. Fam, that's sad, fam. We got to break that, fam. We got to change that, fam. So my heart goes out to the city. My heart goes out to all the youth in each small towns and different cities that's misguided, fam. I know we hungry. I know we out here. We don't know directions. And if we don't get no real OGs to step up and give us some game, show us how to make some money, show us how to do something that won't jeopardize us dying before our time, we know we got to leave, fam. We know we're not here to stay, but we ain't got to leave before our time. So my goal is to give some on-the-job weld training, on-the-job mentoring. Like I say, I am a mentor of the Big Brother Anonymous program in East Point, Atlanta, Georgia at our Legacy Center. And for those who haven't been to our Legacy Center in East Point, Atlanta, Georgia, make sure you visit it. Become a member. They got different programs available, but it's very, very good for our youth from the ages of 12 through 24. The goal is to change that. Every other Saturday, family, 12 to 24, bring your kids down. There's going to be different mentors that come in, and the goal is to give them something they can use. So that way they don't have to go out here and die in these streets, fam. That's the end result, fam. So my goal is to teach you how to weld, because weld changed my life when I was in prison. If it wasn't for welding, fam, I'd probably be dead too. They told me I wouldn't have made it to 18, and I'm 42 years old, fam. It's not because they wasn't right. It's because I switched it up. I went a different direction, fam. And before I leave, I got to share a small story with y'all for those who maybe know some youngsters who need some training or know someone who need a different direction. I want to share a small story with you that someone shared with me in prison before I was released. And he said, one day I was walking down the street, out of my own business. I fell into a hole, fam. I didn't know the hole was there, but I had to figure out how to get out the hole. I got out the hole. The next day, I'm walking down the street. I fall into the same hole, fam. This time I'm familiar with the hole. I've been here before. I pulled myself up. The third day, I walk down a different street, fam. That's what we got to do, fam. Once we get the right information, we got to go a completely different direction in order to prosper, in order to really do something in life. So I just wanted to say, man, I'm live in Birmingham. I got a couple projects here. I will be coming back and forth. My goal is to probably reestablish myself in the city to really get a couple things going. I want to help with the education. I want to help with project development. I want to help with the youth, with educating them, just giving them some hope, giving them something that they can believe in, fam. Because if we don't break the chains, they're going to stay on us, fam. They're going to stay on us. So I just want to say, y'all enjoy y'all day. Be blessed, continue to prosper. I just wanted to go live and say I am in Birmingham. If you do need some on-the-job training, hit me up. My cell number is 870-501-1974. That's 870-501-1974. I posted a video yesterday and I put the wrong number and it said 84, but it's 74. So that was the typo on my bad, but it's all good. The information got across there. So y'all hit me up, man. And also on the Gmail, you can hit me up at HogOn Welding at Gmail. That's HogOn Welding at Gmail. Or you can hit the business line, 870-501-1974. We're paying our welders $20 an hour. We're paying our helpers $15 an hour, and it's all cash right now. 10-9 jobs. We're outside, so you know it's due to the weather on certain things until we get into a facility. But right now we're outside, so we got to go with the rain. So normally those who network with me, if you're a good welder and it rains out one day when we can't work, I still pay you for a half a day, just like my workers, because I need, you know, we need one another in order to make things happen. So my goal is to help you and help the city, you know, and not just that, but to help educate someone with something they can use, they can leave here and go anywhere they want to, fam. I'm from Arkansas. I left Arkansas where Wade of Feniks has started mine. So you can go anywhere once you get the skills. Y'all be blessed. Continue to prosper. Hold on.